for another one? The Shadow of Your Smile?
Okay.
Or is there
We don't
something
have
else in your list?
something spicier than that?
Something spicier, yes.
Do we have?
What's spicier than the Shadow of Your Smile?
Hmm?
What is she's moving back and forth to?
I don't know.
Oh, so
Oh.
Lucilito Lindo?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Where is the song? Here it is.
Okay.
Hmm? I know. Yeah, when they come. Should you what? Should you what?
So as soon as they sit down, that's when I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once we finish exactly the
Okay.
people
So
coming.
are we going to ditch this song or?
I would say because it's like 3 minutes.
So let's go. What?
Aquí es un canción bien mexicanito.
De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegra, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegra, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ese lunar que tienes, cielito lindo, junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo, que a mí me toca. Ese lunar que tienes, cielito lindo, junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo, que a mí me toca. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegra, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegra, cielito lindo, los corazones.
We're still on?
Todos a las dos kids, okay?
Okay. So let's get ready. Okay.
All right. One second.
Trumpet dwellers.
Mike, you ready?
No, not yet.
Did somebody say
She
go?
said, yeah, she said.
No, no, she
"Give
said
me
a second,
to go
correct.
back, and as soon as I hear the music, we'll start.
Yeah. But I
You
don't
believe
want
it? Do I believe it?
because otherwise we'll be
I
playing.
think we should ask Mr. Spot, are there people waiting to come in? Yeah, you can't hear me.
Ready?
Begin? Okay.
One, two, three.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for our graduates. Can you guys hear me okay? That's better. Now I can hear me. Welcome. Thank you for coming out and joining us for our 2015 graduation commencement here at the Hochstein School of Music. My name is Dr. Narlene Reagans, and I am the chair of the 2015 commencement ceremony. While you're still standing, let's start our program by doing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Brave,
home of the
brave,
home of the
brave.
home of the brave.
Very special thank you to our ceremony band. Before we jump immediately into our program, just a few things. For those of you that are sitting in the backs or haven't found a seat yet, I just want to let you know that there's plenty of seating right upstairs. Okay. One additional announcement is that there is a vehicle that we would like moved so that someone can actually get home safe to their families. If you have a Chevy Uplander, license plate EWF 3151, if you could please move your vehicle. Please have a seat. Our formal welcome is being presented today by our program director, Mr. Paul Burke.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. I want to thank everybody for coming. I'd like to thank all the people that made tonight possible. Many of them are sitting right here on the stage tonight, the graduates, etc. But there's also the quiet heroes in the room. Way too many to mention. Folks that have made Oasis possible over the years and continue into the future. But some of them have donated time, space, monies, equipment, supplies, expertise. It's really something. So I wanted to make sure that everyone in the room who's the quiet hero of Oasis understands that we appreciate you very much. So as Narlene said, I'm Paul Burke, and I have the good fortune of welcoming you and all of our business and agency partners tonight to probably one of the best events of the year, in my opinion, where we formally recognize the academic and career achievement of Oasis students. So some of the excitement that I know that you all feel tonight as graduates is a feeling of pride. I want you to focus on that for just a moment. Carry that forward with you. That can become the the fuel for your motor to continued success. I had the opportunity to talk with some of you tonight, that, like Tim over there, that I hadn't had the opportunity to meet in the school. But he's graduating tonight, and he told me the next 2 steps in his life plan. And if we can support that in any way, of course we will. And I want to wish you all congratulations. So we have a busy schedule tonight, a full agenda. And I'm going to turn it back to our Mistress of Ceremonies, Dr. Narlene Reagans. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Burke. Thank you. Next, I would like to introduce you to Ms. Kathy Mikens, Assistant Principal, and she will do an acknowledgement of our very special guest, and she will also introduce our commencement speaker. Ms. Mikens?
Good evening. On behalf of the Office of Adult and Career Education Services, we wish to give tribute to those supporting our graduates. This includes our Assistant Principal, Ms. Renee Turner, Assistant Principal myself, Kathy Mikens, Program Administrator, Paul Burke, President and Chief Executive Officer of the Rochester Business Alliance, Robert Duffy, Rochester City School Board of Executive President Van Henry White, Chief of School Innovative Career Paths in Integrated Learning, Keith Babuzak, Tarlene Gibson, Director of Threshold Learning Center, and the 2015 graduate, honored graduate, Mrs. Annette McFarland. And our Mistress of Ceremonies, Dr. Narlene Reagans. We would also like to acknowledge the following organizations for their continued support: the 2015 graduates, families, friends, 2015 graduate committee members, Aaron Manor Rehabilitation and Continuing Care Center, the Board of Education, Career Start, Dr. Bohan Vargas, the Superintendent of the Rochester City School District, Catholic Family Center, Landsman Development Corporation, Mary's Place Outreach, Monroe County Department of Human Services, Oasis Career and Technical Education Advisory Boards, Oasis Parent Teacher Student Association, the staff of Office Adult and Career Education Services, the staff of Threshold Learning Center at Community Place of Rochester, and Wegmans Food Services. We would also like to say a special thank you to individuals and organizations who may not be mentioned in the program. Those are our silent heroes. And this night would not be possible without the dedication of the 2015 graduates, the support of their families, and the love of their friends. I would now like to take this opportunity to welcome our 2015 honored guest speaker, Rochester native Robert J. Duffy.
Thanks, Kathy. Good evening, everybody. I want to apologize in advance. I have a family event tonight. I did not want to cancel this. I want to come. So I'll be slipping out in a few minutes, and I apologize for that. But I think this is my 4th ceremony for Oasis. I did not want to miss the opportunity. I want to just, first of all, recognize and thank President Van Henry White from the school board, Paul and Kathy, the entire team from the school district for inviting me here. I want to start off and just by, first of all, saying congratulations to the class of 2015. This is an awesome achievement. I hope you are as proud of yourselves as we are of you. It is a great achievement. And at one point I want to make, I know there's many nurses and potential nurses and healthcare workers out in the audience who are going to careers. Please take a good look at me and President White. We are getting older, and I want you to, when they bring us in, remember what we look like and treat us well, because you are going to be the future for healthcare, and healthcare really is the #1 job producer in this community. And it was already said, I'm a non-traditional student. I have gone to school very, very late in life, and there's nothing I would say here tonight that I could not do any more than just talk about what you have done, because everyone here has overcome challenges. You've had different obstacles in your life. You've made decisions, maybe to not go to school, come back afterwards. You have families, you have responsibilities, other jobs. You may have come to this country from another nation, things that you have done. But what you have done, most importantly, to me, is a great lesson and a great inspiration to us all. You hung in there, you worked hard, you overcame all these things, and probably times when you just were filled up with so many other responsibilities. You still came to school, you studied, you hung in there, you worked hard, and you graduated. And tonight is a great night because, to me, you just epitomize what success is all about. There is nothing that you will face in your careers that you cannot overcome. You've already done it. Everything that you need to be successful, you've already demonstrated. Nobody can tell you what to do. You've done it. You have. And it's been said to all of your families, it could be moms, dads, grandparents, spouses, significant others, children. I congratulate all of you, because having gone to school very late in life, I know how important families are and how much support they give. And these graduates would not be here without your support. And I think it really is it's a great team effort. And what you're showing tonight, not only what you have done, but I would imagine for all the graduates, your children, your neighbors, family members have seen what you've gone through. You have inspired other people who maybe think they can't do it. You've shown that you can do it. And hopefully that reverberation is going to keep on taking place over and over again, because to me, that's what I think will turn things around in our entire community, what you've done here. A couple things I want to just point out. We have so many good things coming to Rochester. There are 2 major investments coming we're competing for. We don't have them yet, but if we do, if we're successful, one is more in a photonic science areas, and one is just an overall competition for $500 million from the state. But what these 2 investments mean, if we are successful in getting those and winning those, there's going to be major investments here in this community, major, in many different ways, and they will cross over many different industries. And I've often said this, Rochester, and we all know this, we've had some tough years in terms of economics and poverty, but I think our best days are ahead. There's a lot of good things coming, and you're really hitting this job market at the right time. I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities, a lot of changes, a lot of great things for you. And I just would urge you, as you go into your careers right now, wherever you are starting off, that's not where you end up. It's a stepping stone. You just keep working and demonstrating what you've done throughout this whole process in your careers. You'll go up and up and up. And I hope you take advantage of those opportunities coming up in the future, because there will be many. And one thing I just would also encourage you is to go on. If you are looking to go on to college, there's certification programs that are out there. Folks, I travel every day around this community to businesses who, A, want to help. They're looking to provide opportunities. And number 2, they can't fill enough of their jobs that they have right now. And there are a lot of opportunities, but I was saying to Paul just before the ceremony started, everybody's trying to do the right thing, but somehow we're missing some connections. And maybe we could do a little better job of communicating where things are, because there are so many opportunities out there. And the American dream, to me, is education, prepared for a job, and be on your way with that. And looking at what Mayor Warren faces in the city, we are number 3 in child poverty in the nation. We have some terrible poverty, but you know what? We also have some tremendous opportunities. And what we see coming, and the best way out of that poverty is education, workforce development, and a job. And we're seeing that begin to really take place now. And I really am encouraged by what I'm seeing. So I'm just going to close by saying to everybody, thank you for making the sacrifice that you have made. Thank you for inspiring others in this community. I'll also make an offer. I'm 2 blocks away at the Rochester Business Alliance. It really is a Chamber of Commerce. I know many of you are working, and I was saying before the program tonight, if I or we can help in any way connecting you to a job, we have a staffing agency, we have connections to countless employers, I would make that offer. I think, number one, employers are looking for people that want to work and that really can show that they can stick to it, they have perseverance. You've shown that. If I can in any way help with that, facilitate, we will. We had a job fair today. The school district had a job fair about 2 weeks ago. Big successes. So if you're not working now, 400 State Street, you can walk in and fill applications out anytime for temporary. We do anywhere from day laborers to PhDs, and we look for trying to place men and women in companies that hopefully will give them a chance to get their careers going. So I'd make that offer to you, and please, if you come in, say you're an Oasis grad, because that means something. So congratulations, everybody. Congratulations to all the graduates, to the families. And I have to say one last thing. Often, all you hear about sometimes is negative news. I mean, I don't care what. Sometimes our society focuses on what is bad, what is wrong, things that aren't going well. Folks, this is a huge success for you personally, for your families, for the city school district. This is a huge, huge success. I hope people realize what we have here tonight. And keep in mind, in this beautiful building, Frederick Douglass spoke here. There's a lot of history in Hochstein. It's a beautiful building, and this great, great place is befitting to have graduates such as you tonight. So God bless you all. Have a great success, and thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Duffy. And I second that because Oasis means something. For those of you who have not had a chance to count the names in our program, we have about 105 high school equivalency graduates and about 86 CNA graduates. Congratulations. As an educator, it's always special when we get a chance to recognize that. It's always special when we recognize the role that we have placed in the lives of others. But it becomes that much more special when we realize how that individual has touched and changed and influenced so many other lives. We have a true testament of that on our stage today. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Annette McFarland as she provides the graduation reflection.
Thank you all so much. Good evening, Mr. Duffy, Mr. Burke, Mrs. Turner, Dr. Reagan, members of the school board, parents, family, friends, and fellow students. Now giving honor to God, who's the head of my life. At the age of 5, I had a dream. My dream was to attend school and obtain a high school diploma. My dream was placed on hold for a variety of reasons, like work and family. I had 6 children. Their education became my focus. I knew it was a priority for them, but still I held on to my dream. By 2007, my children had all completed their high school and college years. Finally, it was my turn. I started my high school equivalent program here at Oasis, formerly the Family Learning Center. Prior to this, I had only attended school through the 7th grade, so I had some work ahead of me. For the next 7 years, I attended classes where I cared for my children and grandchildren. It wasn't an easy task. There was many roadblocks and disappointment on the way, but I kept going until I completed what I began. In 2014, I decided it was time to overcome my test anxiety and take the high school equivalent test. I passed all but 2 sections, and I knew I could not stop there. I tested a second time and passed writing. Math was the hardest part, and I considered giving up, but I knew I had to persevere. I guess you can say the third time was the charm. In February of 2015, at the age of 74, I passed my final section. Mathematic, and my dream was complete. So this is my message to you, fellow graduate. Determination is the key, no matter how old you are or how long it takes. Remember, even if you can't see the destination, you must be rain on the journey. There was many who played a role in helping me make this dream come true, and I am proud to stand in the midst of the graduating class of 2015. Some of you may be faced with the challenge that makes the next step in life seem unattainable, but don't let the noise of others distract you. A goal can be achieved young or old. When you set a goal for yourself, don't let anyone take it away from you. Be sure to climb each mountain, embracing challenges along the way. Have the courage to follow your dreams, and let's not forget the responsibility we carry as members of our community. I have enjoyed this journey and thank everyone for their prayers, support, and encouragement along the way. At this time, I must give a special thanks to my teacher, Mike, and all the staff who not only believed in me, but also thought enough of me to be this evening's speaker. God placed that dream in my heart at 5, and at 74, He's allowed the dream to become a reality. I stand before you today saying, no matter the challenge of the circumstances, never give up, because I'm a living witness that dreams do come true. Congratulations to all the graduating class of 2015. We made it.
I have always loved her. Don't you love her? Next, we would like to recognize several of our career and technical education students. These students are being recognized for their leadership, tenacity, commitment, and courage. My intake students, what are those? Transferable skills, right? These students have served as role models and are worthy of being recognized as Students of the Year.
Good evening and congratulations to the graduates. This young lady's smile and positive attitude is infectious. She makes her presence known. She was the type of student to never say no. Once she put her mind to it, nothing could stop her. She is dependable, hardworking, and dedicated. Likewise, she sets her goals high. Her most recent goal was to obtain her high school equivalency diploma. She accomplished that in only 3 months. Shortly thereafter, she landed a job as a customer service representative and has changed life for her and her family. Along the way, this young lady never hesitated to help others inside and outside of the classroom. She continues to reach for the stars, and as her teacher, I am extremely proud to award Kristen Medina with the Life-Changing Award.
Good evening. Good evening. Tonight I'm going to present one of the young men who came to this country few months ago, perhaps about 8 or 9 months. And when he got here, he spoke very limited English. And he came into our Oasis and he started learning English as well as other career. He was enrolled in the customer service computer program, and in no time, he started reading, understanding, and comprehending, and start working on advanced level of the Microsoft Office. And I could not believe how he accelerated and start finishing the lessons. I never seen it like anyone who spoke English very well doing that. So tonight I would like to recognize Hussein Al-Afari, who's from Iraq. He's right here. Hussein, where are you? It's amazing that anyone who spent like a minute or two speaking to Hussein would really, really like him and love him. It's amazing what this young man can do. There we go.
Thank you.
Next, we'd like to call up Mr. Millington to present the Student of the Year Award for Electrical.
Good evening. Tonight, I have the honor to honor a student that unfortunately is not able to be here tonight. This student has proven the amount of success in which the contractor vitals this person being on the job this evening after working 10 to 12 hours. They cannot lose this employer from leaving this job this evening because of the skills in which this person has recognized me as the teacher of giving them throughout the time they were with me. Angel Febez Mendez is a student that walked in my classroom with a lot of doubt in his head. The doubt of how he's going to provide for his children, his 2 children and his wife that unfortunately has a disability and she's not able to work. The doubt that he's not able to obtain his GED or his task as we refer to it as today. The student, in my eyes, is a success because he walked out of my classroom proving to me that he deserved an opportunity in the electrical industry. And now that student, from my contact with the employer and the foreman in which he has worked for, this student is valuable. After 9 months, only 9 months, is a valuable asset to this company. This student was about to go to North Carolina for a better opportunity for a little bit extra money, and this contractor said, no, don't leave. I want to give you more money. I want you to work for me because I see the value in you. This is the value of why I am a proud teacher at Oasis. I'm a proud teacher because these are the students that walk through my classroom every single day, and I make a difference in their lives, and they come back to me and they tell me thank you, and I say no, thank you for walking in my class and showing the enthusiasm to change your life, because that makes me proud of what I do. So in honor of Angel Febez Mendez and Klein Tools, I want to thank him and give him, and I will at a later date, this plaque. Thank you.
Very nice. Next, I would like to call up Mr. Jim Spaulding to give the award for our quick print and promotions class.
Thank you. Tonight I have the honor of recognizing one of my students. And if you walk into our shop at school, you'll see a beehive of activity. We are an operating print shop. We print, we produce t-shirts, we make items such as this, and all kinds of things. So a gentleman walks in during intake a number of weeks ago, this past fall, and as soon as he comes in, he is just full of excitement. His eyes are open. He's looking at everything we do, and he's going, yeah, I want that. And so he came into our program, and he did a tremendous job. He was there early every day. He always had a smile on his face. We have a really good chemistry in my class, and he just fit right in with it. And everything was really, really great. He left. He has employment, and he's, unfortunately, I don't believe he's here tonight. I haven't seen him, and the reason he isn't here tonight, and probably the reason I am most proud of him, is that he has gone down to Georgia to bring his daughters back to live with him now that he has completed our program and has a job. Yeah. Dr. Reagan just reminded me, you would know him. His name is Tim Rowe, and you would... And you would know him because he's a real entrepreneur. He tries to sell everybody everything. So he's a great guy. I wish he was here tonight. I understand why he isn't, and as I've said before, I'm extremely proud of him. So when I do see him, we do have this award, which was produced in our shop on aluminum, and this is his Student of the Year award. Thank you very much.
Next, we would like to call up Chef Wujik to give the award for our Culinary Careers program.
I wish these days would happen all the time. There's certainly not enough of them. All right, so let's think about something here. The culinary program has been around at Oasis for a little over 2 years. It's pretty new. It's had a lot of success and will continue to have success. But in the last year, there's been over 100 people that have tried the 6-month program. Over 100 people. And almost half of those people washed out. It's a program that you have to be there every day. You're on your feet all the time. We prepare you for work. I'm not a career teacher. I've been a chef for a very long time and got into education later in my life. So they're trained to work, be successful, and dominate in their field. So, out of 100 people that walked in that classroom, I had to pick a Student of the Year. And really, I agonized over this because I am absolutely honored to be in the presence of 2 people that I have never respected more in my entire life. And I'm going to tell you briefly about both of them. The first one represents Oasis, a population of Oasis. That would be the immigrant population. It's very difficult to come to a new country, learn a language, get accustomed to the culture. Okay, so I'm going to stick to the facts. Our first person, Mr. Zhao Eng, is an immigrant from Burma. Now, he came into my class, he really didn't speak any English at all. Within about 11 months, here we are today, he's learned English. He never missed a class in 6 months. He had perfect attendance. He won one of the coveted slots for outstanding students, which is a job within the Rochester City School District in their food service department. Then, after that, he wasn't busy enough, so he went out and got a second job. He works for Wegmans at the Monroe Avenue store. Okay, I'm not done yet. Not to be outdone, he went out and got one of the nicest people as his girlfriend. She's sitting right over there. Then after that, he went and he got himself a car. He learned how to buy a car. His character is unbelievable. He is a tribute to the Burmese population, and it gives me great honor to present this award to someone who will probably, at this rate, be the President of the United States within 10 years. Mr. Zhao Weng, please come up. The other Student of the Year is an inspiration to everybody in Rochester. So, when she showed up, everyone else said, I don't think this is a good idea. You got health problems, you know. I don't think you can handle that teacher in that class. She sat down. I recognized immediately that I was in the presence of someone that had a heart of a warrior. She also had perfect attendance through 6 months. She showed up, knees hurting, body aching. She converted her life to healthy cooking techniques. And in shortly, less than a little of a year, she has dropped almost 80 pounds. In addition to that, she also won one of the coveted slots in the Rochester City School District as a food service helper, and now brings a paycheck home. Now, something else came into play here too. There's a lot of single mothers out there. I know there is. She is an example to what a single mother should be. How she set an example for her son. Michael goes to school number 50, is in 4th grade, and already he has figured out that he is going to be my successor one day, which is fine with me. And also, he's a very proud son tonight. So I brought Michael up here to present the award to Miss Ami Chavez, the Student of the Year.
Thank you, Chef. At this time, I would like to call up Mr. Tarlin Gibson from Threshold at Community Place to give honor and salutations to one of his students.
Good evening. This is unplanned, so I'm going off the top of my head, but I'm gonna keep it really short. I want to say to all the Threshold students, thank you, because you make me proud to come to work every day. You really do. You know, there's a morning or afternoon, 9 o'clock or 1 o'clock or whatever time, that I don't stick my head in the door and just say good morning just to see how you all are doing. But there's one student that I would like to recognize out of all of you who are here. And it's the one person that I had the opportunity to work with since he was 17 years old. He's 24 now, and he just earned his high school equivalency diploma. The great thing about this young man is that he's a stalker. I gave him my cell phone, and he said, listen, Tarlin, I'm not going to give up. And I said, I'm not going to give up on you. He called me. He texted me. He said, bring me materials, meet me here. He came up to my office and pretty much got on my nerves for hours. And he finally earned his high school equivalency diploma. So I would like to, I don't have anything but a big old hug, brother. So I would like to acknowledge Kwame Martin for the Student Achievement Award. Come on, Kwame. Walk fast, brother, walk fast.
To our parents and very special guests that's not familiar with our program, I really would be remiss if I didn't let you know that we are the Office of Adult and Career Education Services. We are a workforce preparation organization geared towards assisting our students learn English as a second language, get their high school equivalency, and to study career and technical education. If you're interested in learning more about our program, we do have a table full of brochures, and we're always accepting new students. At this time, we would like to recognize all of our students that have completed state certification as either a certified nursing assistant or a certified electrocardiogram technician. Can our staff please stand? We also would like to welcome Mr. Greg Finch, one of our school instructors, who will be introducing you to our graduates.
I'll have the honor of introducing the CNA graduates. With everything wonderful that's happening tonight in this great facility and our great speakers, one note we have to make for next year is to bring some Kleenex because I've been wiping tears off for the last 10 minutes. Our first CNA graduate, Priscilla Arizmendiz. Latoya Blue. Cynthia Carabello. Irmarie Cervoni. Paulette Dean. Ebony Dillsworth. Jaylyn Franco Soto. Delicia Fulmore. Mwamini Gasana. Pamu Gaw. Tadesi Gebrenyalak. Kyria Gilliam. Leanne Gomez. Tashara Grant. Tia Hardy. Rosalind Hernandez. Janet Katinda. Kalika Kegler. Francine Quizera. Lashanki King. Amani Lathrop. Roberto Martel. Aisata Maboji. Tamala Lattimore. Po May. Amira Nasser. Kokitha Palmo. Mercedes Reed. Edith Rivers. Tanika Robinson. Jorge Rodriguez. Maleta Santos. Nydia Serrano. Samara Session. Dominique Singletary. Shikoka Singletary. Choice Staten. Beverly Taylor. Felicia Turner. Tiana Wyatt. Diane Dalmau. Lisette Correa. Daile Moreno. Jose Espino. And Douglas Marrero.
Let's give another round of applause for our nursing students. And now, for that very special moment, the presentation for the high school equivalency certificates. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Today's awards. Today's names will be called out by Mr. Dan Dreyer, school instructor.
Let me just say as they're coming up, am I on? Let me just say as they're coming up, as a teacher to many of these people, it never gets old when they get their diploma. It's exciting every single time. It's a life-changing event. I'm really, really proud of them. John Brian Anthony. Tamika Bradley. Sterling Carter. Aimee Chavez. Edwardisha Clark. Lorenzo Coutinho. Shalima Deckard. Angel De Jesus. Paul Douglas Jr. Alma Durick. Jasmine Eanes. Natalie Feliciano. Terriana Fragata Holmes. Ahmed Gassat. Sumitra Greiner. Destiny Hall. Thomas Handel. Kimberly Hartmetz. Brianna Hawley. Timothy Holt. Kiara Johnson. Latasha Johnson. Rondell Johnson. Rosemary Johnson. Jocelyn Jones. Shoshana Jones. Shakira Lee. Anthony Lucas. Andrea Manhertz. Kwame Martin. Leonides Matos Casiano. Takir McClary. Fremont McKnight. Christine Medina. Crystal Miranda. Sierra Moran. Takara Parnell. Kenneth Preston, Jr. Danielle Scott. Sierra Sherman. Patricia Tisdale. Leslie Williams. I'm sorry. Danae Wilson. Nydia Serrano. Joyce Staton. and of course, Annette McFarland.
Please join me once more in saluting all of our 2015 graduates. With a very special dedication to our graduates, we now have a selection from our ceremony band.
When you walk through a storm, keep your chin up high and don't be afraid of the dark.
Is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of love. Walk on through the wind, may your dreams be tossed and
Walk on, walk in your heart, never walk alone. Walk on, walk on, walk on. Never walk alone. Never walk. Never walk. Never walk.
I don't know where Mr. Finch is, but I came prepared, so that was a great ceremony. Congratulations all. We're not quite done. We have another guest speaker that I'm going to introduce in a minute. I was remiss earlier, and I'm sure some people noticed, I didn't thank the staff of Oasis. You all know them, and they all know you much better than we do. So I wanted to thank the band for coming, everybody with a staff member, and some former staff members that come back every year to play at graduation. The new members of the band that have disappeared back here. Thanks, Al. And we have a little surprise in recognition. Well, I also want to make sure that everybody hears me say thank you to my two strongest supports, which are the two vice principals of Oasis, Renee Turner and Kathy Mikens, who are sitting over here. So thank you both very much. So to recognize the staff, we have a little surprise. Dr. Narlene Raggins, could you come out here, please? Cartina Wilson is going to present a recognition to the chair of the graduation committee, Dr. Narlene Raggins, for the months of work that it took.
Dr. Reagans, on behalf of the graduation committee, Oasis students and staff, and especially the 2015 Oasis graduates, yes, we want to thank you for your support, your hard work, and your dedication for cheering the 2015 graduations. A job well done. Thank you.
And now for the special recognition, which is called the Turn of the Tassel. It's the formal recognition of your accomplishments. And for closing remarks, we have the president of the Rochester City School Board, Van Henry White.
Good evening, everybody. No, you got to do better than that. I'm still not convinced that this evening is as good. Don't cheat, don't cheat. I want to hear a good evening that's reflective of how really good this evening is. Here we go. Good evening. All right, that's what I'm talking about. This is not only a good evening, actually, it's an excellent evening. And you can say excellent evening if you want to. Go ahead. And listen, I'm going to tell you, I'm not in any hurry. Because I think we ought to savor this moment. I think you all have traveled a long way to get to where you are today, and you ought to really enjoy this moment. So can I get an amen to enjoying this moment? That's right. Y'all deserve that. Give yourselves a standing ovation. Go, stand up, stand up. Oh no, I am not done. This moment is too wonderful to just pass by. I know y'all want to take pictures, and I know you want to go out to dinner, but we are going to celebrate here in the Hochstein School, right? Frederick Douglass, decades ago, hundreds of years ago, stood here as a man who could not get an education, went through struggles. You folks are doing what Frederick Douglass did. You went through struggles, you stepped over hurdles, you overcame obstacles, and you ought to celebrate that. My goodness. People talk about, well, you know, Van, you're the president of the Board of Education. That don't mean nothing compared to what you all did. I can't even describe for you. I really can't. None of this is scripted. I didn't think about what I was going to say. I tried to write down a few notes, but let me tell you something. Pride is something that is created by something someone else does. And you know what? I have never been prouder in my life. Never have been prouder in my life. And by the way, this is the first graduation ceremony I've spoken to. 2015 Oasis, we are proud of you. I want to tell you something else. I'm sorry, Paul. You gave me the mic. It's over. I want to tell you who else I'm very proud of. And I want you all to get ready. You're going to stand up quite a bit in the next few moments. There's people that surround you. It's almost symbolic. See you all, you look so beautiful in your white. Oh, you look beautiful. But check this out. There's a lot of other people in this room that aren't wearing white. They're surrounding you. It's almost symbolic. They gathered around you. These are teachers and staff and family members that helped you get to where you are. Stand up and give them a standing ovation. Turn around and look at them and say thank you. Look up, look across, look down. Say thank you. Raise your hand. Say amen. We appreciate what you do for us. You all can celebrate tonight too. Now, I'm almost done, Paul. That's all right. You can hoot and holler and do whatever you want, and ain't nobody going to expel you. Ain't nobody going to arrest you. Huh? That's right. That's not how we roll in Rochester. We celebrate graduations. We don't arrest people. This is something to enjoy. I'm sorry, a little bit of political commentary, but that's the truth. We don't arrest people for graduating. We don't arrest people who are proud that their folks have made it through trials and tribulations. We celebrate you all. All right, here, I'm almost done. Now, this is what Paul said. He called this the exchange of the tassels. Now, everybody right now, pay close attention. If you got a little nice hat on, I want you to make sure your tassel is to your right. So if you're sitting there, your tassel will be on this side. That's how this ceremony works. Am I right, Paul? Is that how it goes? Been a while since I graduated. All right, now listen. How this piece works, how this side of the ceremony works, is traditionally the tassel starts on the right, and then you flip it to the left. And that's supposed to signify all the wonderful things that you've accomplished today. But sometimes it becomes so automatic that people really forget what it means. Now, I know you all have done sort of the right to the left move before, the cha-cha slide, you know what I'm talking about, right? The Cupid shuffle, and for you old school folks, the electric slide, right? If you're old school, raise your hand, right? You know what I'm talking about. This is more important than the electric slide, the cha-cha shuffle, or the Cuban shuffle, Cupid shuffle. This is more significant, and you are going to have a better time if you really take your time and do it right. We're going to do this differently than they ever have done it before. You know, they usually just tell you, flip that tassel, and then they tell you to move on. We're going to do this nice and slow. Y'all earned that. Did they earn that? For those of you who have cell phone cameras, I want you to focus very closely. Paul, hand me my cell phone camera. I'm president of the school board, so I get to enjoy this moment. Paul, come on, y'all, hurry up, man. All right. Now listen, you know why I'm doing this? Because I want y'all to remember this moment. I'm sorry, my shoes are clean. Don't worry about it. I want y'all to remember this moment. So what we're going to do, and it's going to be on my Facebook page, and I want you to put it on your Facebook page. And I want you to do, we're going to get real, you're not pulling the rug on me, are you? You're not taking me out? No, okay. This is what I want y'all to do. I want you to hashtag, I want you to hashtag. Some of y'all a little bit old, but talk to your kids. They'll tell you what hashtag is. Hashtag game changer. Game changer. You know what a game changer is? That's a person who goes in, don't look at me like I'm crazy. That's a person who goes into an environment, a situation, and changes the equation, does something different that nobody else has done. And you know what I'm talking about, right? Right? He going like this. He understands you all are game changers. You're game changers for your children. You're game changers for your wife. You're game changers for your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You are game changers to this community because you hung in there and you did it the right way. You are game changers. So what I want everybody to do is take their little cell phone cameras. If you got it, that's all right. And I want you to take a picture of the person next to you or the person that you know, and I want you to take a good, long picture of them with a nice smile on their face when they get ready, right before they make that move to switch that tassel. And I want you to hashtag game changers. And I want you to understand what you're taking a picture of when you do that. You're taking a picture of a person who's going to provide health care to somebody who gets old. You're going to take a picture of somebody who's going to educate somebody else's children. You're going to take a picture of somebody who's got a child who's going to look at that parent and say, that's what I want to be like. That's a game changer. Can y'all do that for me? Sir, you sitting there very quietly? Sir? Yeah, I'm looking at you. You got your camera ready? Is there somebody in here who's a game changer? You think will change somebody else's life sitting around you? Or maybe it's you. So do a selfie. Do a selfie. All right, I'm going to do on the count of 3. Please remind students that they can get free DVDs of the graduation ceremony by requesting one at rcsd-k-12.org. Also, pictures from tonight can be purchased for $5 each. And you can also just take your own pictures, too. Is that all right? All right, here we go. I'm going to count to 5. I'm going to count to 5, and I want you to take a picture of the game changer. It might be you. Oh, see, he's going to take a picture of himself. You're right. You're right. That's okay. It's all right to take a picture of yourself. You got a big smile. You should take a picture of yourself. She's smiling because she's about to change the world. You about to change the world, sir? You about to change the world? Who here's got a kid? Who's got a child? Yo, she said, I'm sorry, Paul. I said, you're going to change the world. She said, hell yeah. I'm with that. I'm with that at graduation. You with that? All right, here we go. I'm going to count to 5. Y'all ready with those cameras? Hold on. I'm doing all this talking. I got to get mine ready. All right. That's all right. Y'all can, we're going to do this like we're home. All right. I got my camera on. All right, we're going to count to 5. And we're going to take a picture of a game changer. And you're going to remember this for the rest of your lives. 1, 2, 3, game changer. All right. All right, here we go. This is the official ceremony. Everybody got the tassel to the right? This shift of the tassel recognizes your accomplishment, your perseverance, the fact that, like Ms. McFarland said, you did not give up. I would add to what Ms. McFarland said. You did not give up. You did not back down. You did not give in, and you will not be outdone. 1, 2, 3, split the tassel to the left. Congratulations, class of 2015. You are the game changers.
So how do I follow that? Once again, on behalf of the Office of Adult and Career Education Services, we want to commend and salute our graduates and say a very special thank you to our families and friends. It's over. We did it. Get up, go home. One more point of reference, just a reminder to our graduates to pick up your certificates in the atrium.
Kidding, right?
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was great.
Very nice.
Enjoyed.
Got better since last season. I hear that voice getting better.
Thank you.
You got vodka?
Enjoy it. Nathaniel. Yeah.